Good morning. How is everybody today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Please, great to see all you beautiful people. If you could write in the chat bar where you are dialing in from this morning, that would be awesome. Let us know where you're calling in from. We're happy to see you. We know it's early in some parts of the country. Mr. Bernasso, good to see you. Good to see a lot of our peeps out there. My name is Bobby Smith. I am the field president for Powur, the fastest growing solar company in the United States, if not the world. And I am honored to be here with you this morning. We have a very special day, just major announcements. You're going to meet some amazing people, hear some life-changing stories. But the first part of our day here today is for you, the guests. If you're looking in today to make an informed decision about whether you'd like to be a part of the future of renewable energy, that's what we're here for. You know, about a little over 7 years ago, I got a message on Facebook to hear about this company called Powur. And I was blessed and asked to fly out here and take a look at this company. At that time, I was invited to the corporate office, which was a broken down room with, I'll remember, creaky floors and the busted windows. And it was on the top of the Patagonia clothing store on the beach on the 101. Here we forward ourselves to today from our $1 million CNN-like studio, theater, broadcasting to people around the world to share with them what's happening with our company and the world. You know, as I look back 7 years ago, and again, this is for all our guests here, listening in to try and not only understand where we came from, but where we're going. You know, when I came out here 7 years ago, the world was a different place. You know, when I first started training and building Powur around the country, we couldn't talk about climate change. It was more considered a political debate. And now we look forward to today, and not forward, we're almost scared today, because now 97% of the scientific community has us under alert for climate change. You know, I came out here to California to freeze to death. If you look at what's happening, we just had the storm of the century. California's virtually on fire. We've had ice storms in Houston, the red tides in Florida making the sea life and food unedible in certain parts of the United States today. And it's getting worse as we go, day by day, hour by hour. And one of the things that Powur stands for, again, if you're a guest, if you're looking in, is what do we stand for? You know, what's our responsibility to our children and our grandchildren, to future generations? You know, if we look back also at the world we were living in 7 or 8 years ago, energy rates are climbing dramatically throughout the United States. The dirty energy companies are spending billions of dollars to keep America running on dirty energy to serve their selfish needs and their bottom line economics. But we, the people, and Powur, us, the people, we are focused on making a change and doing better. And again, creating a better world. And if you look at the industry that we're in today, the solar industry hasn't even started yet. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you have a drop of entrepreneurial blood in your body, you look for a moment in time like this. Renewable energy is the greatest shift of wealth in the history of man and womankind. It's never happened before. It'll never happen again. You have one chance to get in front of it, one opportunity. And again, anybody can say anything. Any company can say anything. But 8 years in business, we'll do $500 million in revenue this year. 3 years in a row, fastest growing company on the Inc. 500 list, fastest growing solar company, and maybe in the world. So this is a very special time for all of you. So as you meet these special people throughout the day, as you hear their stories and recognize the kind of incomes and the lifestyle and what's happened to these people personally. We had an event this weekend, 150 of our top performers flying from around the world. The culture that we've built, what we stand for as a public benefit corporation. The joy that I know I have personally when I can look my children in the eyes and they know what I stand for as a human being. If you want to be part of something special, if you want to do something that can literally change the world, then I just urge you to open up your mind, lose whatever baggage you may have, any preconceptions, and just listen to what these amazing people have to say. Our first two speakers tonight represent the absolute best of that. The first gentleman, Gilberto Luigi Leone, is a gentleman that I met in a conference room in Miami, again, almost 8 years ago. He already owned his own solar company. He already understood renewable energy. His wife was a prominent green builder. So to be able to have someone like that see our vision, and our company was nothing then like it is today, it was an honor for him to join our company. We became best friends since then, literally best friends in the world. The second gentleman, Jonathan Bernasso, is a gentleman I had the privilege to meet on LinkedIn. Jonathan was already a prominent solar professional, the best of the best. He was already a prominent real estate professional. And Jonathan Bernasso coming into our company, along with Luigi, changed our company forever. They made us better than we were before. They innovate our processes. They train people around the world in multiple languages. They're experts at social media. They're experts at the human condition. And I know what they stand for as human beings, as parents, as children, and how many lives they're influencing around the world. People look to these two gentlemen as their future and the future of renewable energy. So I have the honor and the privilege of introducing your two speakers this morning. My dear friend, top Powur producers, and some of the most respected people and the highest income earners in the world in the solar and renewable energy industry, Mr. Luigi Leon and Mr. Jonathan Bernasso, my brothers. Be you.
No. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. Before we get started, can everybody turn on your cameras, please? Turn on your cameras. There's a lot of faces. I know that you guys are out there. Turn on your cameras. Turn on your cameras. Let's interact. Let's have a good time today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for connecting this great morning. What can I say? My name again is Gilberto Luigi Leon, aka the Solar Preacher, and I have the esteemed pleasure of sharing the stage today with my brother Jonathan Bernasso. I mean, what can we say? You know, top leader, and we get the pleasure to basically share the great message of power with you guys today. So, without further ado, should we get it going?
Let's do it. Get those cameras on. We got East Coast in the house from Florida, West Coast representing California and Vegas. Let's do this.
Let's get it going. Let's get it going. So again, guys, why are we here today? Today is, again, Solar Saturday. Welcome, welcome. We're glad you're here. You guys are about to hear what I believe is going to be a life-changing message. So please keep your minds open, your hearts open to receive. And I promise that it's going to be a blessed day for everybody. So let's get it going. So again, who are we? We're Powur, right? We install a lot of solar, but yet we're not a solar company. You know, Powur is a platform, right, Jonathan?
That's right.
So, you know, the value proposition is specifically of what we are, you know, speaking about today, which is the solar industry, the renewable energy industry. The value proposition is very, very simple. And to me, you know, it's like we could talk about, it's an IQ test, right? So you get to save 50%, up to 50% on your energy costs, zero down financing. We got the tax credit that got extended now 30% for the next 10 years. I mean, increase value on your property immediately. And again, you have clean, renewable energy.
If you want to make money, too, look at where the government is spending their money. That Inflation Reduction Act, Green New Deal, 30% tax credit.
No, that's crazy.
Electric vehicles. If you're looking at this, I mean, just look at where the government's spending money, and it's in renewable energy.
So guys, think about that. Like Jonathan's saying, you know, where's the movement? Where are the trends going? You know, right now, as we see, I know all of you guys that are still driving gas, you know, cars, you're seeing it. You're seeing it, you know, what you're spending. You're seeing the energy cost rising all over the country and literally the world. And that's what we're here about. This is what we're talking about. This is how big this incredible opportunity that you're hearing about today is. So we have right now roughly 130 million homes in the United States, where literally, how many are eligible, Jonathan?
A little bit more than 1/4. I think over 90 million homes out of that 130 is eligible for solar.
That's crazy. So think about our industry, guys. This is literally an untapped industry. This is a virgin industry, which that's like less than 4% of adoption right now, literally in the United States. All right. So we have 87 million homes that are eligible for solar that have not gone solar yet today.
some people say, well, what if all the homes go solar? We can't put solar fast enough as they're building more and more homes.
That's right.
But this next part is really interesting.
But you know, when I want to talk about the homes, it's funny because everybody's like, you know what, Luigi? You've been doing this for like 8 years, and we're always seeing the same numbers, up there. Like, well, I want you guys to understand, population keeps on growing, right? And builders continue to build new and new homes. So we're seeing 130 million homes, but as you guys know, every single year, more and more homes are built. So this is an opportunity that literally is endless, all right? So what's the data on that?
In 2021, throw it in the chat. How many homes do you guys think went solar in 2021? If someone went solar every single minute, how many homes do you think
Put it in the chat. Come on.
Now, solar's been around since about the 60s or the 70s.
Right.
So it's been around for a long time. And only, you can see on the screen, only 3.5 million have gone solar. So Chris hit it on the head. 500,000, 500,000 went solar last year alone. And I always say, let that sink in. 500,000 out of the 3.5 in the last year alone.
That is amazing. So imagine what's happening to this industry, right? It's no longer like the early adopters. Now it's become a necessity. People are becoming more consciously aware of renewable energy, right? And solar and what it can do for you and how it can benefit you in your home. So, the father of renewable energy, Buckminster Fuller, says that to change things, don't try, to fight the existing reality. Build a new model that makes the old model obsolete. And that's exactly what Powur's doing today. And that's exciting, guys. So, why are we winning today? This is all about the business model. Check this out. So, the old way of doing business, and you guys, I bet you everybody here right now has an Amazon account where you guys are receiving, packages to your home, if not daily. At least in my house, we have Amazon packages coming in daily. Though the old way, you would go to Kmart or, to another store to buy, and you would have to, get in your car and spend time in traffic and come back. Right now, the platform revolution has made it easy for you to maybe access things, sometimes instantly, that come to your home within hours, all right? So taxi. The taxi, think about it. When's the last time you got into a yellow cab? Right now, most everybody today uses Uber or Lyft or whatever other platforms out there that's allowing you literally to connect with a driver that can pick you up instantly for less of the cost and give you a much better experience. Marriott. Right now, we're here in San Diego. We live in Florida, and we rented an Airbnb where I have the pleasure of spending time with, our friends and leaders. And again, we're not staying at a hotel. We're staying at an Airbnb. The platform has changed it completely, guys. And Blockbuster, which used to be my favorite store to go to on Fridays. I used to go hang out at the line, see my friends.
Is the video in stock?
Yeah, is it in stock? Or fight for somebody, try to trade for somebody, right? That's no longer there. I do kind of miss that interaction, but think about Netflix. Everything right now is instant. Whatever you need, the platform revolution has literally given you access to it instantly. So, what about Prudential? What about, Remax? All these, old ways of doing real estate where you have EXP that just changed the game completely. In fact, you're a member of EXP too, right?
That's right. I've been in real estate for about 8 years. I am an agent at EXP. And when I saw Powur's platform, I was like, holy cow, they're creating the EXP of the solar industry. And that's really what turned me on to this platform, because I have seen what they did to real estate, the virtual cloud-based company. They're the fastest growing worldwide real estate company in history. And that's what we're doing here.
That's exactly what we're doing here, guys. And you heard it from Jonathan. This is exactly what clicked with him. He was already working, on a platform where he can sell real estate pretty much from wherever he wanted, right? We call it the Wi-Fi revolution. And that's exactly what Powur is doing today in the solar industry, right? In the renewable energy industry. Is that moving forward? There we go. So this is exactly what we are doing today, guys. We have created a platform, all right, for the solar industry where what? You have an independent seller that can connect, obviously, with installation partners. We have product partners, and we have the homeowner that all come together under one platform. And it gives you the best experience, the best customer service, the best products. I mean, literally, there's nothing better, in my opinion, than what Powur has been able to offer, especially in my own experience, you know, from being a solar company owner for many years. I mean, by far, guys, what we're able to accomplish here, you know, with Powur, that you're not just in your local market, you're able to extend now to 25 states where, you know, we're licensed to work with, including Puerto Rico now. I mean, there's just so much opportunity to be a blessing in so many ways. You want to add anything to this?
No, I just think the next slide here is going to go over all the different bullet points that Powur offers. And we're going to get into some of these a little bit more detailed, but the transparent cost of goods that they've created. There's so many people out there, if you're looking at other solar companies, that hide all that stuff, that keep so much of the money, that aren't transparent. And what I love is everyone gets an equal earning opportunity from day one.
Right.
You sell a deal, I sell a deal, we want to build a team. Everyone gets that equal opportunity with a transparent cost of goods and so many other amazing features.
Again, maybe let's feed into that a little bit, because the cost of goods, guys, I mean, anywhere in the world, you know, that you can see that a company is telling you exactly what everything costs, so you know exactly, you know, what the net profits are on that. I mean, that doesn't exist. It does not exist anywhere. And to be able to make 2 or 3 times the income than any other solar company can provide for you guys, again, there's no better company than what Powur can do for you. Fully customized solutions, leading equipment and financing partners. We have buying power. Think of how big Powur is and what we can do, and giving you guys the best pricing and the best financing always at any given time. We have an exclusive 30-year warranty, which is by far, I mean, the best in the industry. And also we have a referral program where you will pay, or the Powur will pay $1,000 for anybody that refers business to the platform. Guys, this is just magical if you ask me, right? Next, maybe you want to feed in here, please.
I mean, there's a lot of people looking at this opportunity, like our guests. Some of you may not have sales experience. Some of you may not have solar experience. And if you look at the graph, Luigi, do you recognize one of the people?
I do.
My identical twin brother, Chris, he did not want to sell anything. He didn't come from sales. He didn't come from solar. In his first year, throwing on a polo shirt or a hat in pajamas, he closed 100 deals virtually, all on Zooms, never been to a house. So whatever level you want to play at, I say, you bring your talents to this company. It doesn't matter if you're new to sales, new to solar. If you are a solar and sales pro like Cynthia Alvidra, is one of the many amazing women in Powur that are crushing it, it doesn't matter. We have people of all backgrounds, all experience levels, and we have the best training for whatever level you want to play at.
Hands down, guys. You know, one of the people that stands out as well is, you know, William Contreras, a great friend and a great partner. I mean, William came literally to this platform with absolutely no experience whatsoever. He didn't even know what a solar panel did, all right? And today, you know, William's a 7-figure income earner by what? By spreading the message, by spreading the good news. And that's all that you have to do here, because we will take you by the hand, the solar professionals here, the leaders, the project managers, guys. Everything here is to support you in your success. We have the best training. We have what I call literally university on wheels, because that's what I'm always, you know, listening to and learning from. And we can literally help anybody, not just generate, you know, a decent income, but you can literally, you know, generate life-changing income for you and your families by joining our platform.
That's right.
So next, we're going to have a video that's literally going to give you a little bit more, you know, intel or, you know, insight on what actually is happening to some of the people that we just presented on that slide. So please play the video.
I just had my biggest winter in solar that I've had in 7 years. And coming from solar, having a big winter, that says a lot. My fiance quit his job last year, and now we both work from home with Powur. We're able to spend so much more time with our 3 children, and we're able to go on more vacations. I just bought myself a Tesla, and we also just entered escrow for a new home. I really feel like I'm living the dream life.
In just a few months working for Powur, I've discovered the real meaning of freedom, especially time freedom. I get to work my own hours, get to go to the gym whenever I want, and I get to spend time with my friends and family without having to take time off. I'm literally my own boss. On top of it, I've made more than ever before in my sales career.
Cada individuo que entra en Powur es como si fuera el propio dueño de su compañía solar. Porque Powur está enfocado en que cada uno de ustedes puedan lograr sus metas y sus sueños, pero a la misma vez que ayudamos a la adopción de la energía renovable al planeta. Me enamoré de ese trabajo porque ese trabajo me daba la libertad que no tenía en otros trabajos anteriores.
Other companies that I worked for had a terrible culture. I used to spend hours on the road driving from appointment to appointment for leads that just weren't that good. I was exhausted, I was overworked, money was tight, and I had to sell so many deals just to make a decent income. And there was time where I didn't know how I was going to pay the groceries.
Working for a boss in a big company was all I knew. At Verizon, I used to work 60 to 70-hour weeks with zero compensation for overtime. I'd wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, and start all over again. I had to request days off, and I missed a lot of Christmas dinners with my family.
Nací en Puerto Rico, en el 2009 vine a los Estados Unidos por primera vez. Mi primer trabajo fue en un hotel haciendo housekeeping con el que limpia los cuartos. En Texas comencé a trabajar con Target y H-E-B. Después conocí Coca-Cola. Cuando me hablaron de la energía solar en el 2018, busqué en Google acerca de los paneles solares. Él me introduce con Edgardo González y Edgardo me dice el plan y la estrategia que tenía para hacer crecer esto, y yo dije, yo quiero ser parte de eso.
My friend Jonathan Brunasso, who I had worked with in several of my past solar companies, told me about Powur and how I can generate my own leads and offer customers so much more than the other companies. It just felt different, and the culture was completely different from anything that I had experienced. We just got back from Mexico, where Powur partnered with Prosperity Homes, and they took us on an all-expenses-paid trip. This is what I mean by the culture at Powur. No other company has ever done anything like that for me.
I won't lie, I was very skeptical in the beginning. Having spent my whole career as a W-2 employee, moving from guaranteed paychecks to 1099 was very, very scary for me. It was Jonathan, along with other great mentors, who convinced me that I should switch to essentially becoming an entrepreneur with Powur. When I started out in October 2021, I got help from a tier 3 sales partner to close my first few deals. Since then, I've closed 19 contracts in just a few months, and I've earned more than I ever have before.
I was blown away by how easy it is to enter a lead, and there's so much control that we have for customizing proposals for a homeowner. You can choose the type of equipment you want to offer them. You can choose the type of financing from so many options. And if you know they're getting a roof or an electrical panel, you can put that in right away. And there's so much control that we have to better serve homeowners.
You get the freedom of time and being your own boss, but you also become an expert in your field. The certification courses teach you everything you need to know, and if you ever have a question or need advice, you can dig into the knowledge base or even reach out to the thriving community of Powur sellers. I get to stick to what I do best, which is selling, and leaving the rest and brand messaging to Powur. It really is the best of both worlds.
Powur me dio la oportunidad de que sin dejar el trabajo que yo tenía, podía hacerlo part-time, y con el tiempo ese part-time podía darme esos ingresos que yo necesitaba para comprar mi casa, siempre y cuando yo cumpliera mis metas. Esa es la libertad que te ofrece Powur. Si tú tienes la oportunidad de alcanzar cada uno de tus sueños con algo que está ayudando a miles de personas a ahorrar dinero, ¿por qué decir que no?
I couldn't have imagined that I would be living the life I am now just 2 years into joining Powur, and I can't wait to see what we do next. My name is Cynthia Alvidrez, and I'm living a powered life.
My name is Jeff Hugh, and I'm living a powered life.
Mi nombre es William Contreras y este es mi Power Life.
Wow, 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 wow. I mean, guys, again, every time I see those testimonies, it really just inspires me and motivates me even more, right? To really see, you know, what Powur is really doing. It's not just a company that's out there to sell solar. We're really impacting the world and impact people's lives.
You know, I used to work with Jeffrey Hugh at Verizon Wireless.
Wow.
And we had to work Christmas Eve. We had to work New Year's Day. We had to punch into the clock and ask for vacations. No more. No more. If you're looking for something to get out of a W-2 job, so many people have left their jobs, and now they have the freedom to work with this platform.
It's amazing, guys, literally. It really, really is. You know, to hear testimonies like that, right? This is really life-changing. And all you have to do is what? Take action, right? So, you know, leverage the platform. Leverage Powur's platform. You know, build your own solar company from anywhere in the world using our cloud base. As long as you have Wi-Fi connection, doesn't matter if you're in Istanbul, you know, wherever, you know, Venezuela, you can be in Puerto Rico, you can be in Italy, wherever you are, you can work this business. This is magical, right? So the best marketing assets and materials by far guaranteed, you know, virtual proposal tools, online back office, homeowner presentation, training and knowledge base, affordable healthcare option for those that need it. Because I know a lot of people say, you know, when you're an independent person or you're self-employed, you know, I need healthcare. And that's a lot of people's excuse as to why they're staying, you know, at their W-2 jobs. Well, Powur is giving you guys the opportunity to also provide that for you and your family. There's by far, guys, nothing better than Powur. We're going to talk a little bit about the next slides and about marketing, about what we offer.
Let's check out some of those tools that Luigi is speaking to, if we can play this video, because you don't have to do this yourself. It's business in a box. You get all of these assets that you can see here. You get the social media shareables. You get the ambassador program. You get the tools to run your business, to make the flyers. You could even deliver them through the post office with the new marketing center that Powur has.
There's no excuse. I mean, there really is absolutely no excuse. Everything that you could imagine that you need to run a successful solar company, Powur has already thought about it. They have created the assets for it. And all you have to do is literally join our beautiful family and you have access to all of that. Maybe, I don't know if you want to press play and it just gives you a little slide. Well,
we'll keep it going here.
Yeah, let's keep it rolling.
Make sure to check out all the different tools. A lot of people ask me, Jonathan, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to share. Powur does all that for you in the back office.
Everything, guys.
The accounting, the payroll, the daily payouts, so much more. But let's get into the 5 income streams. This is really what caught my attention because millionaires out there, they have how many income streams?
On average, 7, right?
7 income streams, right? So here at Powur, we have 5 income streams. We have that transparent cost of goods. It's a 70-30 split. Whatever margin you decide to put on the job, you're making 70% of that on average.
I literally have to interrupt you there because that was one of the things that I know when I talk to solar professionals, when you tell them that, they're like, you know, BS, that can't be. What? What do you mean 70%? Most companies on a sales job, you know, they'll give you 20, 15, 30 maybe max. Right. Well, Powur has flipped it completely, and they're giving you, the seller, the 70%, and they keep the 30. But of that 30, Jonathan's about to explain a little bit more, they still give us back even a little bit more. Talk about that.
That's right, yeah. So we'll show you what they do with that 30% here. But personal sales, we have people out there like Jordan, like Paul Leon, like other people just crushing personal sales. And they're making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a month doing that. Now, if you want to become a Tier 3 partnered sales mentor here, you can help other people close deals. Or if you're new to solar, new to Powur, you can work with a Tier 3 mentor that we have to teach you while you earn. So that's a 50-50 split, on average $3,000 to $3,500 per person. Now that 30% that Powur keeps, they don't even keep that all. No. They give away half of that back in what's called a revenue share model. Right. Every company has an incentive to recruit talent. When I was at Verizon, when I was at Sunrun, every company has that incentive. So here we call it revenue share. There's 6 tiers of revenue. If you recruit someone that joins Powur, you attract someone to join this revolution, you will earn $400, $500, $700, $800 without getting out of bed. Every week on Friday, they pay out a revenue share model.
I mean, you know, and adding into that, you know, you do not have to be this master trainer or this master teacher to bring people into the platform. The platform was created to assist you with all that. You have solar professionals where normally, you know, can charge $10,000 an hour to assist you and coach you. And by just joining Powur, you have access to these great mentors and leaders like ourselves that are willing to help you and assist you. If you want to build a team, it's completely up to you. We have people in our teams that don't have maybe not even a single person in the organization, but they're making, you know, multiple six figures on their own, just selling and using the platform. Leverage the platform for what you want. You can make up to 5 income streams with us, but it's completely up to you. But I'm sure that everybody here would like to tap into that, right?
That's right. The 4th income stream, and I saw some people in the chat about this, finance, interest rates. We see dealer fees going up. We see interest rates going up in the industry right now. Don't even get me started on real estate.
Yeah, that's not even,
mortgage and realtors, they're all here right now trying to earn some income with solar. Finance rebate, guys, I'm super excited about this one. Powur gives us 1.5% back of every loan that you sell. Now, at other companies, their interest rates and their dealer fees aren't even as good as what we have. They're pocketing some of that. But here at Powur, Powur pays us, on average, $600 to $800 loan rebate per deal, and that's paid out monthly.
I've never seen that anywhere.
I know some people that made $4,000 to $6,000 a few days ago in just 1 month, a bonus that they never would have had before just from the loan finance rebate.
You know, and talking about the transparency, right? You know, where a company is really, you know, willing to take from every area possible to give back to us, to give back to the sellers, to the community. I've never seen that, you know, because Powur could keep all that money to themselves. They don't have to share that with us, and they do, all right? I want you guys to understand that here. This is really about impact and growth and unity.
And we don't just give you one finance company you have to work with. They may not have good rates, or even one inverter brand. Powur diversifies. They give us the 4 or 5 best equipment options. They give us the 4 best lenders to choose from. And that, guys, if I were you, I want to give my clients and my reputation the best. And that's what we do here at Powur. Last is the stock options. We want you to be an owner of this company. You're going to earn equity on your first install, or someone that you attract to join on their first install. And there's milestones if you can hit so many installations in your first year or 2. So let's keep this going. If you're new to solar, new to Powur, we call that tier 1.
Right.
You just need to get an electric bill and tag it to one of the best closers, tier 3 mentors, hundreds of them across the country, and you can earn 50%, get ambassadors, build a team if you want. That's your job.
Listen, the average commission, and we've seen this, you know, right now in other solar companies, you know, $3,500, $4,000. You're literally making that kind of money using a mentor, leveraging against the platform, you know, to learn from a more experienced person that can assist you, right? And coming in as a tier 1, whether, you know, you come with experience, you only need to do 1 with a mentor. But if you're a complete newbie and don't have any experience, you do 3 with a mentor, and you're literally learning while you're earning.
That's right. So if you hit your first deal or your first 3 deals, you can then be promoted, take a test, certification test, and get promoted to tier 2. At that point, you're allowed to close your own deals, and you can earn that full $6,000 to $7,000. You're getting the finance rebate. You're getting some stock options. Maybe you're getting your team built. Maybe you're getting ambassadors if you want to make this your career. And then, if you want to become a tier 3 mentor, again, take a certification, take a training, and now you're able to help others close their deals at a 50-50 split. So if that's your goal, or if you're already a solar pro, this should be something that you want to achieve.
So this is literally, right, you know, owning your business, right? And having people and having an organization where out there selling solar every day, and you're generating an override by being a leader. So, you know, when you become tier 3, now it's what we call the mentor in our business. It's now you have the opportunity to not just help people within your organizations. We have people across the board in Powur that may want to connect with you, right? And this is the great thing about, Powur, that we're all here, all as a family, and you can choose any mentor on the platform to assist you. If you want to learn from Mr. Bernasso, you can choose him as a mentor and see how he does, a presentation. If you want to learn from me, you can do the same. This is a beautiful, beautiful platform that allows everybody to grow together. But this tier 3 should be everybody's goal, because this is really where you make the kind of money that we're talking about, that Mr. Bernasso and other leaders make as well here on this platform.
Absolutely. And Powur has some of the best training from the live virtual 360 stage.
Look where we're at.
Monthly, quarterly. We have in-person training. We have in-person across different states. Someone yesterday said, Jonathan, I've been in solar 13 years. I felt lonely. Wow. I felt like I didn't have a team. And now I'm here at this meeting with you all. We're meditating, we're learning, we have the best speakers in the industry coming to train us, and now we have a community. So if I were you and you're looking at us, you want to look at who has the training.
That's right.
Who has the community, who has the platform.
Who has the results, period. All right? And, and when we're talking about Powur, we're seeing the results, right? And you're seeing the data, fastest growing solar company, number 43 in the Inc. 5000. When you think about those things, come on. There's just nothing better than what we're here presenting to you. Tell me the last company you worked with that gave you everything that we're here presenting to you today. All right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And not to toot my own horn, guys, but I've built the referral-based business, and I want to teach you all how to build a referral-based business. And one of the coolest things is we all train each other.
Yep.
Corporate, sales reps, corporate. We have such a great community. If you want to close 10, 15, 28 referrals in a month, the training is out there. I'd love to share with you all like a lot of the leaders do.
Yeah.
Speaking of results, Powur in 3 years has grown faster than any other nationwide solar company I think has done in history. We did over $325 million last year alone. And look at the trajectory, guys. We are Inc. 43, the 3 years in a row, the fastest nationwide growing solar company. That trajectory is off the charts, and we're now doing roofing. We're now doing EV chargers, pilot testing HVAC one day. So many different things, so we're just a plug-and-play platform.
The hairs stand up on, because I've been with Powur now since, when I look at this, 2016 is really when I came on board. And to see the growth and what we are today, it's just mind-boggling. But it goes to show you guys, when a company's really impacting and doing good, you're only going to see the favor and the blessing, and how we continue to double and grow every single year.
And so many companies are hurting and going out of business. Yep. We saw Tesla pulling out of certain markets. We're seeing interest rates go up. We see people couldn't get equipment recently. People don't want to expand into other territories because it leads to bankruptcies like so many other companies. But at Powur, they've figured it out. They have the platform, the scalability, the low overhead that you're just going to learn more and more of.
Amazing.
So we covered a lot of things so far. We covered why solar, the industry. We covered the products, the lending options, the equipment options, the income potential that people are making with the 5 unique income streams, a little bit about Powur. We covered the technology and everything that they offer, but you want to get to know a little bit more about us. One of the best ways to do that is our amazing CEO,
the man,
Jonathan Budd. The team, the culture, the vision, how grounded we are, and where this idea came from. So let's watch a video about Jonathan Budd explaining the background of Powur. Let's go ahead and roll that video.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Budd. I'm the CEO and founder of Powur. And if you made it this far, you've probably heard incredible reasons to join our company already. But I want to take a minute to share with you where this company really came from. 12 years ago, 2010, I was making lots of money. I had a successful digital publishing company, but something was missing. And I really wanted the work that I actually do every day to be making a difference, to be helping to solve some of the challenges going on our planet. And I got a call one day from my friend Jim Bunch. And he said, hey man, I'm going on this trip with this organization, the Pachamama Alliance, and I think you should come. Can you come to the Amazon rainforest? For some strange reason, I said yes. So I went down to the Amazon rainforest with the Pachamama Alliance, spending time with this culture that has no concept of trash, that has lived for thousands of years in that forest. And down there, in the middle of a ceremony with one of the elder shamans of this tribe, the vision for Powur came to me. What I knew in that moment was that I was meant to come back and start an organization, the first of its kind, that was going to figure out how to enable anyone to earn their livelihood and participate in the clean energy or solar revolution. And it took me almost 10 years to really figure out what it was, following the clues and the signs that has ultimately led to where we are today, which is this absolutely disruptive platform for the solar energy industry. Powur is truly here to make the biggest difference we possibly can, aiding our world in becoming sustainable, getting as much carbon out of the atmosphere as possible, and delivering the next generation of infrastructure that society is going to be built on. Now, on top of that, our purpose is to reward financially the people who make that happen more than they ever have been in their lives before. We have this fundamental belief that if you get paid really well to do good, then you're going to do more good. The vision for Powur is to build the largest clean energy platform on planet Earth. And I think the potential for Powur is to truly be a global distributed energy utility that is delivering essential services that we all need for survival at breakthrough costs. This is not just solar power. This is solar power plus storage so that we can become our own utility and we're truly grid independent. This is transportation, whether that's electric vehicles or other forms of transportation that are coming. This is, of course, our appliances and the electrification of the home. This is how we grow food, how we source water. All of these are going to be challenges in the future, and technologies are enabling a new type of way to meet these needs. So this is an incredibly exciting time. And the platform is just in its infancy. And we're now getting to the point where we're able to add so many different types of installers, whether it's HVAC contractors, roofers, solar installers, all of the infrastructure that we need to live in a sustainable world, save money, and lower our carbon footprint. This platform is going to be able to sell and fulfill. I truly think this represents a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and there is no other company, not one, that is close to where we are today in giving you the opportunity to participate. Powur is owned truly by the people. We have now done 2 record-breaking crowdfunding rounds in which we let every single person in our ecosystem become equity owners of the company. In addition, we offer stock options to every single person who joins the company if they hit certain performance criteria. And we want it that way because truly our purpose here is to shift as much wealth to the people who are building the clean energy economy as we possibly can. This is truly the time to leave your mark. This is the time to go big, to make your dreams come true, to build that career, that lifestyle, that best life that you've envisioned for yourself, making a difference, doing it with people you love, and creating the financial prosperity that you know is possible for you. So, it's been my honor to meet you and share with you a little about the vision, origin, and purpose of Powur. Now it's your turn to join this amazing company, and let's go out there and accelerate the adoption of sustainable energy together.
Wow, 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 wow. An amazing message by our leader, the king himself, Mr. Jonathan Budd. You know, guys, to us, you know, when you think about our company and where it's headed and where it's going, there's nothing more important than having that leader, right, that's connected and that's literally envisioning, you know, the greatest thing for humanity. And at the same time, guys, it's literally about impact, 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 impact. You want to say something about Jonathan?
Absolutely. I mean, if you could dream up the best lifestyle of selling virtually wherever you want, selling something ethically, something that helps the planet, that helps homeowners, that helps others, it's right here. We have it right here, and we include philanthropy. We donate to the Pachamama Alliance. We go down and build homes for those less fortunate. We're Public Benefit Corporation, B certified. We donate to Offset.Earth. We get trees planted because we care about all these things.
I say this so many times. I know people have heard me say it. There's very few times in your life that you're going to find an opportunity where you're literally blessing the world. You're impacting the world for better. And at the same time, your pockets get bigger. All right? There is literally by far no other greater opportunity than the one that you're listening to about today.
Absolutely. So let's wrap this up.
Yep.
Your credibility is important. If you're looking at us, you can go online and look at us more. You can see the good reviews on Yelp. You can see that we have all the certifications and the reviews online. So your customers, we're going to see that. So in closing, there are so many homes, 87 million homes eligible for solar and more being built. We know the next 10 years is going to be epic in renewable energy and solar. What will your impact be? Type it in the chat. What do you want to do this year? What will you do? How many homeowners will you help? How big of a team will you be? What will your income be this year? What will it be? At Powur, $99 to get you started. Create your back-end CRM. Create your websites, custom websites, access to the marketing tool, access to the best training. Luigi, you've created companies. You had your own solar company. Did you only pay $85 a month to run your own company, payroll, accounting, everything?
That is ridiculous, guys. Everything we talked about today, everything for only $99 one-time onboarding fee and $85 a month. Literally, you guys spend that in McDonald's. All right, or Starbucks. So I want you guys to understand this is life-changing, where you can be the owner of your own solar company. You're the CEO of your own solar company with all of our support, and only for $99 and $85 a month.
So the time is now. Join us at this time, Luigi. I thank you so much.
My brother.
Let's bring up
our mentor and a great leader that brought both of us to this amazing company. You know, this is what it's all about, guys, building brotherhood, building a family. And this gentleman right here has impacted our lives so that we can now impact millions and millions of people more. So much love, God bless. And this is Mr. Bobby Smith.
Thank you,
we turn
Bobby.
it over to you.
Brother.
Love you, brother.
How amazing are these two? Give it up, Luigi Leon, Jonathan Renasso, two of the leading energy professionals in the world. Thank you, gentlemen. Well, now it's time to meet some additional people in our company. One of the things that Powur is most proud of is the diversity of our culture, the diversity of our people. People with no solar experience, people with no sales experience, people of different shapes, sizes, ages. And we are uplifted by the Latino members of our culture that just make us a better company. But I'm very proud to introduce two of the badass women of Powur, which the industry has been sorely missing for decades. Raisa Santiago and Melissa Dawson. Come on up. Give them a hand. Ladies. All right, so Raisa, you've got the microphone. Maybe you could start off by sharing with the folks, you know, what your background in business was.
Yes, absolutely. So first of all, thank you for having me, everyone. Hi, everyone out there. God bless. One of the things that introduced us to this, previous to this, we did direct sales. So we saw the opportunity and we built teams in our other company. And after what we just saw, right, it was a no-brainer for us to jump on board, having the conversation with our mentor, brother, family now, Gilberto Luigi Leon, who was able to introduce this platform to us.
Awesome. And Melissa, maybe you could take a moment too and share, you know, what was your background coming to Powur? What were you doing before this?
So before this, I worked for corporate America, managing large sales teams, and just was looking for something different where I could leave a legacy, that I did something better.
Gotcha. So again, in speaking to our guests out there, you're making a decision. Is this something you want to do? So what most, start with you, Melissa. What most attracted you to Powur? What brought you here? What got you?
Jonathan Budd and his vision. When I heard his vision and when I met him in person, I knew with 110% that I was all in on his mission to disrupt the energy business.
And Race, the same with you. What was it? You've seen a lot. You're an accomplished business professional. You know, you've seen it all. You've heard it all. What was it here that got you? What brought you here?
I think the compensation plan. I mean, once you look at it and really break it down and tie it with the vision and just seeing how many people were truly successful in a platform that we understood. And one of the biggest things for us is we woke up one day and our neighbor was going solar. And my husband's like, wait, aren't you in that solar thing? And I'm like, I think we need to wake up here. So yeah, that definitely was a defining moment in our career.
And staying with you again, because, you know, we're corporate. Anybody can say anything, right? It's not perfect, folks. It's not easy. There's nothing fast about it. It's business, right? We're in the construction business, so you have to have realistic expectations of what it's like to be an entrepreneur in the construction business, right? But what's been your experience for the guests here so far? What have you experienced? The good, the bad, the ugly. What have you experienced here?
Definitely different, coming from direct sales, different industry, just learning the construction industry and everything that goes behind it as far as the entire process. But my experience has been amazing dealing with the project managers and being able to have the support of the Powur family and the mentors and just everyone really pushing you to just push forward definitely has been, you know, something that's helped us a lot.
Awesome. And Melissa, you too, you've been with us for a while. You go back with us for a while, not dating any of us, right? But what's been your experience? I mean, the support, the culture, the belief in corporate. You know, a lot of people out there don't trust what their companies do. They say something, they do something else. They start cutting commissions. You've been a part of all these in corporate America. What's been your experience top to bottom in the company so far?
It is absolutely incredible how much corporate listens to the field. It's been awesome to watch it evolve. So when we need things in the field, corporate implements it. The training that corporate does is by far better than any training I've ever had. I mean, where else can you go and get to become a solar pro? Just by using mentorship programs and having every tool and technology you could ever need, you know, a business in a box. It's pretty incredible.
We think so.
Yeah.
Ray, so what would you say? What would you say to the guests out there? Again, they've got lives, they've got children, they got workout, they got prayer. Again, whatever their baggage, they've never sold anything. They don't believe that the world needs clean energy. What would you say to the guests out there that are trying to make a decision?
Definitely has been life-changing for me. You know, I made the decision 4 years ago after going through a bankruptcy, single mom. I have a son with autism, and I could have made every excuse in the world. But once I saw the opportunity, I didn't stop at that. And I think a lot of us stop ourselves because we're looking at those excuses or those things. And I'm telling you right now, just make the decision. It's the best decision I've ever made. I've never looked back. You know, having worked for corporate America for the last 4 or 5 years and have been able to really understand the industry and become an entrepreneur. And that's what I'm most grateful for.
And I know you're building in Florida, but you're as excited about the growth of the Northeast with electric rates doubling. How you feeling about the Northeast and the growth we're going to do there?
Super excited. I am, you know, born in Puerto Rico, but raised in Connecticut and Massachusetts. That's home for me. The 413 for everybody that's watching, representing for you guys. And, you know, what we're going to bring and impact there is definitely going to be life-changing. And being able to pioneer that, one of the things I wanted to mention is that knowing when the opportunity is ground level. We've been in other companies where we were at the ground level of those companies, and 3 or 4 years later, we had over 50,000 people in that company, and us being able to override that. So we're at the ground level. Get started. Get with the person that invited you. It's definitely something that's going to change your life.
And Melissa, who you can see came out here basically on one leg with a crutch. The tenacity of our people is amazing. And something also special about Melissa, she lives in the middle of nowhere. So maybe you could share with them, maybe you're in a market that we're not in yet, right? Or you're in a remote part of your city or state. Could you share with everybody where you live? We've had no solar there most of your career. And with all that, you built one of the biggest businesses in Powur.
Yes, I live in a little town called Hope, population 200 up in North Idaho by Canada and Montana. And I just really wanted to be able to have location freedom. I wanted time freedom. You know, if you're thinking right now, maybe you're too busy for this. Well, if you're that busy, or if you want to be able to travel, maybe this is actually right for you, because maybe this will free up the time in your life that you need. I learned really quickly that you need to leave every excuse at the door in order to find your result. And if you have a true passion and a vision and a purpose, you can move forward with it using all of the technology, using the mentorships. And it really has helped me create my life by design. I live in my dream home with my husband now. When I was with Powur in 2016, I was in a crappy rental that I didn't want to live in. So really, if you just jump on board, jump in, go through the steps for success that are really easily laid out for you, you could be living your total life by design, have location freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom too. The first step is making the commitment to yourself that you are all in. And you're going to do this. You're going to jump on the mission with all of us, and we're here to support you.
One last thing. I know it's a big part of our culture, what we are, what we stand for, personal growth. When you come to our events, you understand exactly who we are. Maybe you can share quickly in closing the journey that you've been on personally. What's it meant to you? You know, how, I don't want to make you cry or anything, but I might want to. But maybe you could share with everybody what that part's been like for you.
So in 2016, I was a very stressed out businesswoman. You could tell I was stressed. I drank a lot to kind of deal with that stress. Last year, when my husband and I were building our dream home, my brother died. I mean, everything was going wrong that you could ever possibly imagine. I was living in a RV with my husband and my 3 dogs, and the first person that I called when I was sitting next to my brother dead in the hospital was Bobby, because I knew he'd be up. And you know, that's family. And then from there, I worked with Jim and Jonathan, deep diving inside, because it's not just about learning the sales. We got to learn the inner game. And when you learn that inner game, you can become unstoppable. And that's what these guys have done for me. Just ultimate leadership. I did not get that in corporate America, you know, and it's about the friends and the family. Like, we just came out of a phenomenal leadership summit. And I was so looking forward to it because I got to see all of my Powur family. So again, we're all here to help support you, whether you need help transforming your life from the inner game or you need help with your outer world, with the sales world. Either way, we are one family, and we are all here to help each other.
Absolutely. Rachel, in closing, what would you say if there's any badass women out there? What would you say to them about joining this company and being part of it? Do we need any more badass women out there?
Yes, we do. So if you're a woman, type a 1 in the chat. I want to see your names on the chat. You know, coming into this industry, I said the same thing. I looked around, I'm with a bunch of guys. My house is always full of all the guys. You know, Luigi, they're having coffee in the morning, and I'm the only female. But, you know, it's super empowering. And I know there's a lot of women out there that really feel that they can't do this. Well, I will tell you the opposite. You know, I thought the same. I dealt with it. I got over myself. I got out of my head. And, you know, we've had so much success in just 6 months. You know, June 1st, I looked at my husband back against the wall after, you know, going through something with our other company. And I said, are you ready to go? And he's like, let's go. And, you know, we've been able to really, really make some huge accomplishments here. We have a huge team of over 400 people. A lot of my girls are females. So, again, just bringing in that energy of letting you know that you can do this. You know, the platform is going to help you be successful. And you have women that are having a lot of success like Melissa as well.
All right. Give it up for 2 of the most badass women and people in the renewable energy industry. Thank you, ladies. You know, folks, we still have an amazing day in store for all of you. So we're going to urge you to hang around after we take a break in a moment. But my closing thoughts are to all of you. You know, I was a month or so ago, I went to a high school reunion. I won't tell you how many years because I don't want to date myself. One of the elder statesmen of Powur. But I talked to a lot of my colleagues, people that I went to school with, people that I went to high school with. And I asked them about what they were doing. And many of them were retired. They were very, very bright, very successful. And I didn't really understand what they did with themselves. You know, how much golf can you play? And when they asked me about what I did, it was very It was a wonderful feeling because so many of them came up to me afterwards and said, you know, Bobby, I wish I felt the way you felt. I don't remember the last time I felt that way. I don't remember waking up in the morning. When was the last time you woke up in the morning and you couldn't wait? You just couldn't wait to wake up and do what you were doing and do it who you were doing with. And that you knew that your children were proud of you. When I bring my wife her coffee in the morning, she's proud of what I'm doing. Go out there, go do it. Go build a better world for our children and our grandchildren. And there's just something very special about that. So our sellers, our reps, and our guests will have a great time with us throughout the day. They'll meet our CEO. But again, for those of you that are making a decision, you just have to think about two overwhelming facts that cannot be denied. Renewable energy is the fastest growing segment of our business economy. It is the most important growth segment of our business economy. It has never happened before. It will never happen again. You get one chance. The brightest people in the world are lining up to get in front of renewable energy. We are not too far away from the day where you cannot drive a gasoline car because it will be outlawed by our government. The world is shifting, and the world has also shifted to a platform economy. The challenge with solar, if you're a solar pro out there and you've been stuck in a red line model and outdated, ineffective, the data shows that it's never worked. If you're a solar professional, there's a pathway here to truly earn what you're worth and to own your own company and be a part of the future of renewable energy. Not just solar, but HVAC and electric charging stations. And we hope to sell electric vehicles on our platform. If you get the fact that this is the moment in time for renewable energy, a wise man once said that you'll be in the right place at the right time once or twice in your life. You're going to have to decide where this one falls. If you also understand the undeniable fact that the future of renewable energy, other than that old school black and white red line outdated model of solar, that this is the future, a platform economy. As Luigi and Jonathan shared, draw a circle around your life. Communication, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. Look at travel, Airbnb. Look at transportation, Uber and Lyft, retail, Amazon, real estate, EXP, finance, crypto. The world has shifted to a platform economy. And if you just connect those two dots, the inevitable shift to renewable energy and the economic opportunity involved with that, and the absolutely undeniable fact that it has to happen through a platform economy, and the piece that connects all of that together is we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to our children. We have a responsibility to our grandchildren. If we do not act now, our grandchildren will not live the life that we are living today. They will not be drinking the same water. They will not be eating the same food. Our property, our real estate, our oceans, our beaches, they are gone. They will never look the way they look today unless we take action and we do something. So to be part of a public benefit corporation that stands for something, but yet on a business side, the fastest growing company of its kind in the history of the world, stated to do $500 million in revenue. And you know what the coolest part about the whole thing is? No one knows who we are. They can't even see us coming. And if you're an entrepreneur, that's your dream. Get involved in a company like that with a board of directors that's raised billions in venture capital, working with all the biggest companies in the industry, breaking records every single day, and yet it hasn't started yet. Everything is in place. We are waiting for you to join us. Take 5 minutes when we're done. Enroll in our company. Mark down a special event that we're having Monday night that we'll talk about. Go grab a cup of coffee. Do whatever you do. Come on back in a few minutes, and Mr. Charles Thompson is going to walk you through the next exciting part of our opportunity and everything we want to go over with you today. Thank you for joining in for this first part of our session. Our CEO will be joining us a bit. Don't miss any part of the rest of this day. Thank you. God bless.